Hi everyone, it's Brenda. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Braden's here again today, so we've just been kind of hanging out. He had an extra day off school, so he's enjoying that. Anyway, I just thought I would come on and show you just a couple of things I've done with our blue jean journal. I took the stuff out of the pocket because I sewed around and I add some of the lace as a front pocket here. So it's a nice long one. And then I took some of that shimmer paper and I added some of that snowball paper stuff. I put paper clips on there to make sure the glue adhered to it. And I just made it into a little pocket. I had a little piece of wallpaper, and it was kind of a blue hue. You probably can't see it too well in there, but I just thought to have a little window there, and then when you put a tag in there, you'll be able to see what's inside there. And this is the little piece that was cut from it. And I usually keep these because I like to use those in other projects. But it was this Thomas Kincaid wallpaper, so I just cut a piece out. So that was all right. And I thought I had my punch here to show you, but oh yes, I do. It's this one. It's from Stampin' Up. Sorry if there's a glare, but it's I know they have a postal one, and then this one's the longer one. I'm not sure of the name of it. I don't even know if they have it, but you could just check their website, the Stampin' Up website, or on Amazon and look for postal punches or something like that. So that's what I have done. And then I added fabric. This is the little bits of fabric that had come in my box, and so I took this little piece of fabric and I added it, and I'm just going to make a fabric flip. I don't have the pages in yet, obviously, but I did gather an envelope and a card, book page, music page, the doilies, and I made this. And that's going to go into the center signature. So it's going to have pockets and pockets. And then they'll have an up tuck and like right in there. And I might add another little pocket, but there'll be a ton of space in here for stuff. And then of course some coffee dyed paper. I haven't done tea dyed for a while, but eventually. So I thought today we could just put our fabric flip together, and I found a couple of these little pockets, and so maybe do something with them, but it won't be too long of a video. I won't overwhelm you with too much stuff today. And this is the mini one that I was telling you about that I had done. So I ripped with scissors. I just kind of snipped it, and then I took it and I roughed it up with my nails and made it all rugged looking, and then added some lace inside and kind of glued it in. And then before I added this cotton, I put some lace around the edges, and then I glued this on top. I'm going to sew it, so I just kind of dabbed the glue everywhere. But I thought that would be a fun little addition to go with our big denim journal. And this technique I learned from Amy, Crafty Cat. She's my friend here on YouTube. Hi Amy, if you're watching. But she is a wonderful crafter too, and she's just the sweetest person. So yeah, I learned that from her, just to kind of rough it up. But I thought it just gave it very interesting look, so why not, right? And so I'll be working on that one by myself, but this one, like, I'll make sure you see the process of it, but, and yeah, and then we'll work with some cards. We'll alter some cards together, and if you want to see me sew in the signature, then let me know in the comments, and then I'll do it on camera and not just by myself. Okay, so I put these pieces of fabric together. I really hope you're making one with me. And it doesn't have to be denim if you don't have denim, but I mean, we can all find old jeans somewhere, right? So I'll put those together with the other fabric, and then this is the stamped fabric that I'm just gonna add to the top. Make sure you can see, just like that. And then the eyelash trim. This stuff is lovely. I really enjoy using it. I hadn't used it very much, but now, like lately, I've been using it quite a bit. But I just want to add it like that, and then I have the you know, the wax seal. Oh dear. All right, so I'm just going to glue a little bit. I would like to sew it. So I wonder if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to quickly sew it. My sewing machine is like right there, and it's too difficult to move my phone. It's not a very loud sewing machine, which is wonderful. So I'm going to just quickly, sew, and then it'll be done. Okay, anyway, so I hope you're all doing well. You doing anything? It's beautiful here in Camrose. The sun is shining. It's a little windy, and yesterday was so windy that almost all of our trees are bare, if you can believe it. I'm just like, wow. Okay, that's it. I won't subject you to any more of the sewing machine sounds. There we go. So I just kind of sewed that on, just like that. And then the wax seal I thought we could put there. And I will use glue for that, obviously. And when I first made wax seals, I don't know what I was thinking, but when I had a bunch made, I thought, oh, I'll make it stick really quick and I'll use hot glue. Oh. Yeah, it was a hot mess. It of course melted, right? But you'd think that I would have been a little smarter in recognizing that, but no. I had been thinking of all these things in my mind, and it was like, oh, that was not good. But anyway, these are bulb clips, B-U-L-B clips. And they just look like that. They are a really good way to attach seed beads or any kind of beads to your project. And I just thought I would see if I can get this off. Nope, I can't get that one off, but I can get this one off. But I just thought I would add a few on here. Let's see if I can get a couple. And then these pins are small enough and the holes are at a good size that you can get it through without a problem. And then you can just add it to your project. I'm just winging it here. I just had a couple of ideas in my head and I just thought, well, I'm just gonna go with it. And I mean, you know it's there. It doesn't stand out like bang in your face, but it's a nice little element of texture on there. I'll put the lid on here in case I dump it. That would not be good. Okay, and then I just have, like, I have all these little things on my desk still, and you know, like, I like to use the stuff. So I'm gonna add that there. Why? I just think it offsets a bit with the color, and it gives a little more interest to what's up here. Just like that. And the glue, once the glue dries, then nothing will move. Like, it'll just be nice and stationary. And then I'm gonna grab a page that we have made for the journal. Well, folded. Folded for the journal. And then it can just be added. And you can stencil these pages. You can ink all over them, stamp all over them. I mean, you can just do all kinds of things. Like, I have the inks and the paints, and we will be stenciling on our next video. We'll do some stenciling on the pages, and see, when you add it here, then you have your little flips, and use them or leave it in your journal. But just doing that little bit to the top, it sure looks pretty. And all the different the blue hues is quite nice. But you can also put it on the front of a page, you know. I have my little card here, and it's going to go into the journal, but I'll see. I quite like that, probably because the card is a lot smaller than the page was. So I think I'm actually going to add that to the front of the card. I'm going to make sure I have a nice amount of glue because I do not want it to fall off. And I mean, you can always come back and put a little stitch at the top of it. Right, so I'm just going to add it just like that. I'm going to have to get a different kind of glue for the wax seal because it didn't want to hold with that glue. So there, and then you have a card. And you can make this into a mini journal if you want. You know, you can add some plain paper and just have it as a strictly writing journal, and then you can take it out, throw it in your bag or your purse or whatever you'd like. I'm just going to grab my other glue. This one here should be better. This is just the Fabri-Tac glue. And it's just about empty, so it doesn't like to work half the time. But it's cooperating right now. Get everything sticking to me today. There we go. That's better. So once that's dry, it won't move. But there you have that. And you can also add something to the back. And every time you add something, it's going to add beauty to your journal. And I always tell you that because it's true. So I wanted to, let's grab this. This is that other piece of shiny. I tried not to get it into the camera. It's very sheer, but I'm just going to fold it. I'll straighten up the edges when we're done. I did have my bone folder. It's funny how I'm working and doing stuff, and then when it comes to turning on my phone, the camera, things go missing. So I'm just going to, I hope it's not glaring into into your face, like, because it's very, very shimmery. But I just thought I would do that. I'm going to grab my square punch, I think. Which one? I have I just have a 1-inch square punch. Just a little guy, 1 inch. Well, that square is going to be too tiny. Maybe I'll use a circle. 1 3/8 circle. And I'm just going to put it in. I try to keep it even on either side here. And punch it out to make a little hole there. And then if you have packaging from stuff that you purchase online, use that. You can use it as a little window. I'm just going to open it. Just going to cut this away. Just like that. Yeah, so I just thought we could do a couple projects and then that'll be good. And then I'm just going to attach it here. And you can make this a shaker too, like you can fold it over and glue it and then put some stuff inside and make it a shaker. I mean, that would be sweet too. Anyway, I'm going to glue it on here, but then I'll just trim it away. And I'm trying not to glue where the seam is, otherwise it'll have issues. Just a little bit, just like that. And I'll try not to get the glue where the hole is going to be. Oh, and I got a little bit there. Luckily, it comes away pretty good. All right, just like that. So I'm just going to trim the excess. Just like that. And then whatever you put inside you'll be able to see it out the window in your pocket, just like that. I'll have to trim it, of course, but here you have two different looks. You have the circle and then you have that there, and my fingers are full of glue. Not a surprise. There we go. Just gonna add some glue, and I'm not inking anything. You know, I may later on with some of the blue ink, but we're gonna paint some pages and we're gonna do a few things, and I'm just gonna add this here to hold it. And then you can dress this up, right? You don't have to keep them plain, so it'll be kind of fun to add some little goods to. And these, like I told you, I don't throw those out, so you keep them. And what else do we have in our little prize box here? Got some ribbon and laces and sachet. Oh, yep. And this is our little altered paper clip. But yeah, this could go. I'm just going to pop this right here. I think that'll look pretty sweet there. Just like that. And then when you add it to a page, I'm just going to add the little envelope. So it'll go into your journal like that, and you'll have your little flap on the other side. And then when you open it, you've got this big pocket here. And then you can just add something to the top of this. And this is going to be its own pocket. And you can leave the back open if you want for a tuck spot. Like you can just add it just like that. And then you'll have a nice tag or whatever in the pocket there. Let's see if one of these cards will fit in, and you'll see, just to show you. There you go. And then you can see the goodness that's inside the pocket as well. Or if you want words, like I didn't put anything on the opposite side, I left it white. So if you wanted to, you could paint it or ink it, pop some paper there like I did on this one to give it a bit of color at the back there. And then, yeah, and then so that's what our start is. So the next time we come together, I would like to, well, we'll do some other stuff, obviously. Maybe we'll get the papers in the order that we want inside the journal, because the best way for me is dressing the pages is if I have them attached. I just find them easier to work with when I'm sewing them into the journal. Yeah, that way the pages aren't heavy. Like this, the card that we did is fine because it's not a big piece of paper, and this collage is not heavy. So that'll go in there. But yeah, when we come back, we'll get the rest of our stuff together, and we'll put them in the order that we want and see if there's anything else we want to put into the pockets. And these little guys, I don't know if I should keep them for this mini journal. This one probably, simply because it's a little guy. This one's a bit bigger. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? You tell me what your thoughts are. And if you're wondering about something and you're wanting to see something, then just leave me a comment down below, and I'm more than happy to answer any and all questions. And if there's something you don't know about and I'm unsure about, well, we'll learn together. I mean, that's what it's about. We're here to encourage each other, to learn, and to have a good time together, and which I hope you have. I know it's a shorter video today. It'll probably be longer next one, just because we'll do a bunch of different things. And I hope you're doing one along with me, and if not, I hope you've been crafting, doing your own thing, because my enjoyment is just hanging out with you guys and having a conversation, and yeah, just having company, I guess, you know, having everyone here. Anyway, I hope you have a very, very blessed rest of your day, and I appreciate you all. I thank you for being here with me and hanging out. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you next time. And our next video actually will be the draw video, so looking forward to that. Take care. Bye for now.